Hey folks, welcome again to one of the most enthralling, exciting, enlightening and entertaining session of Science is Camper by Educatup, and I am your super science teacher Ambika. At Educatup, we always ensure to empower all our students as how to think and not what to think. So if you want to experience the same, it's the right time to subscribe to the Educatup's YouTube channel. The subscription button is just given below, guys. If you like our video, don't forget to press the like button and ensure to hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates from Educatup. Now let's start today's session, and the topic for the day is reproduction in plants. Oh my god, something really very exciting, isn't it? How plants reproduce, what is the process of reproduction in them. We are going to discuss all these things in this module. So let's see the topics. We are going to discuss the modes of reproduction, then asexual reproduction in plants, that is the vegetative propagation. In that we are going to discuss cutting, tubers and leaves, then budding, fragmentation and spore formation. Then we are going to discuss sexual reproduction in plants, pollination, fertilization, seed and fruit formation and seed dispersal. So let's start today's session with modes of reproduction. So as you can see just behind me on the screen, there are basically two modes of reproduction. And if we say reproduction, the name in itself suggests the meaning. Re means again and production means the formation of something. So the formation of something again is reproduction. So we have two modes of reproduction, that is asexual and sexual. If we talk about asexual, a single individual organism is responsible for the reproduction. That means only one parent is there for the reproduction. It is more common in lower plants. Then if I talk about sexual reproduction, two individuals or two parents or two cells of different sexes are involved in the process of reproduction. So that is the difference between the two modes. Now let's see ahead. Now first we are going to discuss about asexual reproduction in plants, that means in which only one parent or one single individual is responsible for the reproduction. Now there are different methods of asexual reproduction like spore formation, fragmentation, budding and vegetative propagation. Now vegetative propagation has three basic ways, that is cutting, tubers and leaves. Now let's see one by one them in detail. The first is vegetative propagation. Now vegetative propagation means reproduction from the vegetative part of the plant. यानी कि एक plant का दूसरे plant से बनना, लेकिन कैसे part से बनना? जो vegetative part होता है, like stem, roots, leaves, seeds, ये like stem, roots, leaves, इनसे बनना. Vegetative part से ही दूसरा plant बन जाए. That particular method is known as vegetative propagation and it is mostly seen in plants. Now, the first is cutting, which is commonly seen in case of a rose plant. Okay, so what happens? You have to just take a blade and you have to cut the part of the stem which is having a small leaf on it, a small leaflet on it, and you have to put that in another potted plant, in another pot, and you have to provide means suitable conditions to it, water, sunlight, nutrients, everything, and it will grow into a new plant. So basically from one cutting you have made the entire new plant. You don't have to buy again the new plant. Economical way, easy way, can be done at home easily, and people used to practice this at home, those who have gardens. All right, now let's move ahead. The next is tubers. Now this tuber means the fleshy enlarged underground stem structures which store food. So what happens? Small eyes develop. These eyes are actually the buds which develop on these tubers and which then give rise to a whole new plant. The best example is potato, sweet potato and dahlia. Now let's move ahead. Leaves. In case of some plants, from the leaves the new plant arises. The best example is bryophyllum. In case of bryophyllum, what happens? Small leaflets are developed on the margins. छोटी सी leaves develop हो जाती है margin पे. They automatically wither away, fall down, they get all the suitable conditions and a new plant grows. I mean, that's the best way to grow a new plant. So this happens in case of bryophyllum and begonia. Now let's move ahead. Now budding, the next form of asexual reproduction. A new organism develops from the old organism with the development of a bud. Now what happens? This happens in case of yeast. in case of yeast, what happens? Automatically a bud starts forming on the body of the yeast and the nucleus starts extending. Then the nucleus finally divides and the vacuole and buds form on this yeast. So that means two new yeasts have been formed. One this, one this. It's like this is one yeast. It will start getting like this. Then it's the older one, it's the new one. Now there are two yeasts. That is how it works. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Fragmentation. Now fragmentation means the splitting of an organism into its constituent parts or more pieces. It happens in case of fungi. Fungi reproduces basically by fragmentation. That means from one body it has divided into three and each part has grown into one complete organism which is identical to the parent. बिल्कुल वैसा ही होगा जैसा parent है. Very easy way. Then spore formation. Spores are small reproductive spherical very light structures with thick walls. They can survive in unfavorable conditions also, like heat and dryness, for a very longer time. Now what happens? This is a sporangia burst. That means this is a plant, maybe a mushroom, which has spores on its top side. So the spores fall down. Then as they get the favorable condition, they start growing. Spores grow into hyphae and then sporangia appears. वापस से spores आ जाते हैं और ये एक नया plant बन जाता है. And these spores, they can also survive the unfavorable condition. अगर बहुत गर्मी है, बहुत dryness है, तब भी वो ना dead होते हैं ना खराब होते हैं. They can survive. Very economical, very easy way. Let's move ahead. Sexual reproduction in plants. So far we have discussed about asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means only one parent, only one organism is involved. Sexual reproduction means there will be two organisms of different sexes which will be involved. Now, flower is the reproductive part of the plant that we know. Now, the male reproductive part in a flower are the stamens and the female reproductive part is the pistil. Now, there are two types of flowers, unisexual and bisexual. Unisexual flowers are those flowers in which either the stamen is present or the pistil is present. दोनों में से कुछ एक ही present होगा, या तो वो male flower होगा या वो female flower होगा. And these kind of flowers are found in the plants of papaya, corn, cucumber. Bisexual flowers are those flowers in which both male and female reproductive parts are present. That means both stamen and pistil are present together. Now they are found like in mustard, then you can found them in like rose, petunia. These are the flowers which are bisexual. Both stamen and pistil are present in the same flower, like this. This is a bisexual flower, the picture which is given to you. You can see this is the pistil in the center, these are stamen. In the same flower, male and female reproductive organs are present. It is a bisexual flower. Okay, now in sexual reproduction, actually what happens, a male gamete, that means a male reproductive cell and a female reproductive cell fuse together, a zygote is formed and then a new plant develops from it. Now, pollination. Pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. That is pollination. Now, pollination is of two types, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Alright, my children, I know you all must be loving this video. So, for you, it's time to press the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the Educatup's YouTube channel, ensure to subscribe the Educatup YouTube channel. Children, if you have any doubts, questions, queries, you can post them in the comment box below and your super science teacher Ambika will definitely get back to you. Now, let's come back to pollination. So, we have two types of pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now, self-pollination means when pollen grains from anther to stigma moves in the same flower or in the same plant basically. यानी कि एक plant के दो flowers हैं तो एक पे से pollen grains दूसरे flower पे आ गए. The plant is same. The plant has not changed, or maybe in the same flower also if it's a bisexual. Cross-pollination, when pollen grains from anther moves to the stigma of a different flower to a different plant, maybe of the same kind or of different kind. यानी कि दो plants हैं तो एक के pollen grains दूसरे पे आए, हो सकता है दोनों एक ही टाइप के हों या दोनों अलग अलग टाइप के हों. तो दैट इज क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. जब सेम प्लांट पे होता है सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन, जब अलग अलग प्लांट्स पे होता है cross pollination. Okay, now this pollen grains are transferred due to wind, water and insects. All right, now fertilization. pollen grain transfer होगा stigma पे. अब क्या होगा? A pollen tube will be developed, and through that pollen tube the pollen grain reaches to the ovule, and ovule and pollen grain will fuse together and fertilization occurs, and then what is formed? Zygote. So that is how सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन टेक्स प्लेस. सबसे पहले पॉलिनेशन हुआ, पॉलिनेशन में पोलन ग्रेन ट्रांसफर होकर स्टिग्मा पे आया, स्टिग्मा में पोलन ट्यूब डेवलप हुआ, द पोलन ग्रेन हैज रीच्ड टू द ओव्यूल, ओव्यूल एंड pollen grain have fused together and zygote has been developed, and then that zygote will develop into the fruit. Now seed and fruit formation. What happens after fertilization? The ovary grows into the fruit and all other parts of the flower wither away. यानी कि जो ovary होती है वो fruit में convert हो जाती है और बाकी जो petals, sepals जो भी आपको दिखाई देता है flower में वो सब अपने आप गिर जाते हैं या झड़ जाते हैं. Now the fruit is actually the ripened ovary. और जो छोटे छोटे ovules अंदर रह जाते हैं वो seeds में convert हो जाते हैं. Now जो basic seed होता है उसके अंदर आपको एक और एक छोटा seed हमेशा मिलता है, that is the embryo of the plant. Okay, let's move ahead. Seed dispersal. Now how seeds are dispersed? See, आपने देख लिया सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन हुआ, फ्रूट बना. अब उसके बाद फिर दोबारा से प्लांट कैसे बनता है? सीड्स के थ्रू. व्हाट वी डू व्हेन वी हैव टू ग्रो अ प्लांट, वी एक्चुअली सो द सीड्स. लेकिन सारे प्लांट्स हमने तो ग्रो नहीं किए. व्हेन वी गो इन द आउटस्कर्ट्स वी सी सो मेनी ट्रीज एंड प्लांट्स ऑन बोथ द साइड्स ऑफ द रोड्स. Who has grown those trees? They have grown by themselves. But how? Because जो fruit आप खाते हैं या किसी animal ने खाया, वो seeds अलग अलग जगह disperse हो जाते हैं. अब वो कैसे disperse होते हैं? Animals के through. कई बार उनकी body पे stick होके, कई बार वो उसे खाते हैं तो excrete करके, कई बार wind की वजह से, because of the wind the seeds fly away. Sometimes the fruit bursts and seeds disperse and they grow. When they get the favorable condition they grow into a tree. So that is how the seeds are dispersed out. अलग अलग जगह पहुंच जाते हैं. Okay, so with this we have come to the end of this enlightening session, and I hope you all must have subscribed to the Educatubs YouTube channel. If you haven't done so guys, it's the time to do it. And I know you all have loved the video, so time to press the like button. For your super science teacher Ambika, it's time to sign out for the day. But till the time we meet again, be happy, be safe and keep enriching yourself with Educatub. Bye bye children.